Howdy, friend. Sam Houston here, hoping you're living in high cotton. And if you're lucky enough to be in Texas, I know you're most of the way there. Now enjoy your daily dose of Texas history and Texas pride.
All right, welcome back to the Feed Bandit podcast and your Texas History Roundup for August 5th. So in 1836, the flag that had been brought to Texas by Sidney Sherman and flown during the Battle of San Jacinto was presented to Sherman's wife. It was in the family until 1896 when it was donated to the state of Texas by the Sherman children. The restored flag now hangs in the Texas House of Representatives chamber behind the Speaker's rostrum. In 1870, the International Railroad Company was chartered to build a line from the Red River near Texarkana to Laredo by way of Austin. The plan was to connect with a railroad building south from St. Louis. The section between Hearne and Palestine was completed on July 11, 1872, and the tracks reached Longview on January 31, 1873. The International consolidated with the Houston and Great Northern Railroad Company in September 1873. Speaking of 1873, in 1873, a fight between Indians and whites took place on Pack Saddle Mountain in Llano County. A band of about 20 Indians, reputedly Apaches, had been raiding and stealing horses and cattle along the South Llano River. James Moss and his two brothers and 5 others overtook the Indians on top of the mountain, where 300 or 400 pounds of beef were drying on the rocks. In the fight, 3 Indians were killed and 4 whites were wounded. In 1936, Earl E. Meadows won a gold medal in the pole vault and set a new record at the controversial Berlin Olympics. He began pole vaulting in high school in Fort Worth and continued at the University of Southern California. Following his Olympic feat, he and teammate William H. Bill Sefton made identical world record vaults of 14 feet 11 inches at the 1937 Pacific Coast Association meet. Meadows, an inductee of the Texas Sports Hall of Fame, passed away in 1992. In 1953, Ira Atten, the, quote, last of the old Texas Rangers, died in California at the age of 91. After coming to Texas from Illinois in 1876, he witnessed the shooting of Sam Bass in 1878 near Round Rock and was inspired to be a ranger. He served as a ranger, as sheriff of Castro County, and helped form Hereford's first bank. After leaving Texas in 1904, Atten had a long, successful farming and ranching career in California. In 1961, Six Flags Over Texas opened in Dallas. The Six Flags are those which have flown over Texas, Spain, France, Mexico, Republic of Texas, Confederate States of America, and the United States of America. In 1973, Vander Clyde Broadway died in Round Rock, where he was born in 1904. He had become the internationally famous Barbette, a female impersonator and high-voice performer. He performed as a woman because in his first audition, at 14 years of age, for a circus in San Antonio, he was allowed to dress as a girl, which made his wire act more dramatic. He subsequently performed in circuses worldwide. He retired in 1938 and died in 1973. Huh. Very interesting. That was allowed even back then. Okay, well, that is your Texas History Roundup for August 5th. I hope you learned something interesting. I always do in these little missives. Come back tomorrow for some more. And you know what? We'll talk to you then. Support your local feed store. Take care.
Well, there you have it. If you like our podcast, check us out at feedbandit.com. There you'll find awesome Texas First outdoors gear and apparel. Your purchase helps support the Bandits and keeps this podcast on the air, fighting for you and for Texas. Remember, preserve the tradition. Protect the legacy. Until next time.